Hey my funky Fruit Loops, welcome back to Numinous Soul Oracles. I am your host Nikita, and today we have a channeled message from Spirit for the collective. Okay, it's kind of like a two-part. I've got half which is just like a couple of random words and names that could be significant, and then there was another channeled song that came through. Okay, so we're gonna get straight into it. We're not gonna pussyfoot around. We're just gonna dive right in. Okay, so I'm going to do the channeled messages first, just all the little whatnots. Okay, so we have first, keep in mind this may or may not resonate with you guys. If it doesn't, just leave the energy behind for someone else. Okay, don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you like. It's an energetic transfer, so if you like and subscribe the videos, it allows me to kind of pick up a lot more on your energy. Okay, so first of all, we've got bubble wrap, tractor tire, daffodils, gravel rash, oxtail, soap maker. Oh, that's pretty weird. This is a bit trippy. I don't know what, I know it's a chemical, but formaldehyde. I don't know if they use that, if that's like what they dissolve bodies in. Please don't be doing that, guys, because that's a fucking, I see you. Earthworm, Dorcas. Like, is somebody, are you calling somebody a Dorcas, or somebody calling you a Dorcas? Surreptitious, which is like stealthy, like doing something in stealth mode or secretly. I don't even know if I can pronounce this. Subpoena. It's like where you it's like gathering evidence or, you know, witnesses in the court, some shit like that. Summoning witnesses. And then the names that came through is Gary, Connor, Elizabeth, Duncan, and Rupert. So that could be significant for you or somebody around you. Okay. Now the channeled song that came through, I will just mention that it is like the new moon and Leo energies that are still floating about. Okay. I've been seeing a lot of elephants lately, like elephants in my mind's eye, elephants in artwork. I'm even using elephants as a reference, like if I'm spelling something and it's, you know, A for alpha, B for Barry, E for elephant, right? And then I heard the song Paradise by Coldplay, and so I went on YouTube to Google. I went on YouTube to have a look at the lyrics and watch the video clip, which I'd never seen before. And the first scene, it was an elephant behind bars, and I thought, I was just like, whoa, no way, that's so fucking trippy. So I think that was quite significant. Okay, so I'm going to dive a little bit deeper about what I personally felt within the message. It could resonate with you, or you could feel the same kind of way. I don't do how do I put this? Like, I'm a logical thinker, right? But I feel a lot more. I go by what I feel, not what I think. Okay, so the first thing I got was finding your own paradise, right? Whatever that may be for you. It could be a destination to like a country or a city that you want to go to, you know, your dream kind of career, how you want your life to look. Yeah, finding your own paradise in the world that we live in now. Okay. Okay, so opening scene, elephant behind bars. It's planning its escape. It escapes. There's guards running after it. And what I feel with that is essentially you, whoever, escaping from the matrix, right? So we're not meant to be caged. We're not meant to be locked up. We're meant to be out there exploring the world, exploring ourselves, finding little things that add to our life, that add to our paradise, right? Dreaming about a fulfilling life, but never seems to be in your grasp, right? So what I get with this is that when we go to bed, when we go down to sleep at night, it takes a while for our mind to shut off, right? You know, we think about the day, we think about the future, we think about the past, all that kind of shit, which can be really hard to switch off. But I feel like it's at that time when our subconscious is the most awake, right? So we're thinking about things that we want to achieve. We're thinking about things we want to do. All the ways we want our life to kind of pan out, right? That's your manifesting stage as well. So be careful what you're thinking about before you go to bed. They can also come through in your dreams as well. So what you think about before you go to bed, whether it be good or bad, that can kind of show up in your dreams. And it's like, how do I put it? So sometimes in situations may not go as planned, as what we planned, and then that night we'll think about all the things that we could have done or we could have said, or the opportunities that we should have taken, or the people we should have I'm hearing the people we should have asked out, the people we should have smiled at on the street, or the even the ways that you react to people throughout the day. Maybe it wasn't so good and you go home feeling a bit guilty, and that's on your mind before you go to sleep, right? I feel like it's a very powerful time to try and like consciously create what it is that you want to achieve. Okay. I also felt in that video a yearning for something more, whether that's more adventure, more friends, more friendship, like finding your soul tribe as well, which is interesting because at the end of the video, so the elephant was like, it escaped, right? It took a train, it took a plane, it was on a fucking unicycle, it was trying to hitchhike. It's like trying all of these different methods to get to where they want to be, right? And at the end of it, it's like, I feel like it was on the brink of giving up. Like, oh, fuck, I've had enough. Like, I can't keep going. I can't keep, I'm hearing feeling like a failure, but it's on that brink of giving up where everything comes to pass, right? Your soul tribe's on the other side of that, like your dream job or all that kind of thing. It's I'm hearing like the devil will test you before your big breakthrough. Okay, so it's imperative that you tell him to fuck off and you keep going after what it is you want to achieve. Okay. In the lyrics as well, it talks about like when she was just a girl, she imagined the world or something like that. I can't remember what it was. But I felt that sense of that childhood innocence, you know, like when you were younger, people would ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you'd be like a doctor or a singer or an actress, or I want to fly a plane, or I want to have my own business and run my own company, that kind of thing. But becoming an adult, it seems like those things are far beyond our reach, right? But I feel like with it's a sense of coming back to that childhood innocence and believing you can be everything that you wanted to be when you were younger. I mean, our things change. Like there was about fucking 10 different things I wanted to do when I was younger, or wanted to be, and it's finding what ignites that passion within you now. Okay. We covered that. Okay, and then I felt like there's an elephant in the wilderness, basically, right? There's no other elephants of its, there's no other animals of its kind during the whole of the video. Did that make fucking sense? Okay, what I'm trying to get at is that, like, I felt like an outcasty kind of vibe. Like, there's no one, basically, there is no one like you anyway. Like, you are uniquely you, right? There is nobody else like you. People can try and mimic that and try and use, kind of like copy your energy, but it's never going to be the same. Okay, there's no one that is authentically you. You've got to make sure that you're being your authentic self too. And I feel like you're like roaming around in the wilderness, and there's just a greater, like, just a pull to find people who are like you, right? And you know, it's good to find people who aren't like you as well, because you can learn, excuse me, you can learn a lot from different people, right? If you were to be around people who are exactly like you, it's not very diverse, right? It's not very I feel like there's limited space to grow in that sense, right? You want to be around people, well, maybe you don't have to, it's your fucking life, right? But I feel like being around other people who aren't like you, who their beliefs are different, their culture, just the way they think, yeah, we may not get along with them. They may be very different to what we like or whatnot, whatever. But what I'm trying to get at is that through those interactions and with active listening, you can learn a lot about what's outside of you. Okay? Just went on a fucking tangent there. I have no idea. Oh, excuse me. All right. That's that. Paradise by Coldplay. Did I mention that? I think I just started talking about elephants. Okie doke. So we're going to get into a reading. We're going to get some, we're going to get some energy cards. I feel like I'm lacking a bit of energy today. I always feel a bit weird around the new moon. Yeah. Is anyone else feeling a bit weird? I can't even shuffle. I got a sore hand too, so bear with me, okay? While I shuffle like a Fruit Loop. What does the collective, I can't even speak either. What energy is surrounding the collective at this time, please, Spirit? All right. 555 could be significant. I just looked at my clock and it's 555. Okay, first one out, 26 is hostilities. With the, I've just heard Conan the Barbarian. He kind of, I don't know why. I don't think I've ever seen that, but that just popped through. Conan the Barbarian. Number 14, caring connections. Let's get two more. Please, Spirit. Two more. What is the energy surrounding the collective at this time? I just heard doppelganger. Okay. 16, patience. And 11, cornucopia. There's 1111 here as well, and 66. I heard get one more, which is we don't usually get. Thank you. Goddess of the Moon. Yeah, 52. Okay, so there's definitely some significant energies around this Leo full moon. Okay, I heard pull cards first before we go into these energy cards, okay? What are we gonna do? Celtic cross. I've been thinking about doing some extra readings of like the elements, so like water signs, air signs, fire signs, and earth signs all combined. Let me know what you guys think. It'll be a lot more fuck me. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, guys. I'm really sorry. Basically, I want to like cut it down into like 4 groups instead of one. I'll still do like the collective, but I'll do singular elemental reads. Oh my gosh, why is that so hard? I might not even post this, guys. This is a bit fucking fruity. Again, my apologies. I'm hearing Bruno Mars talking to the moon. That's a cool song. I do love the moon. Right. Center energy for the collective, please. What is the center? Thank you. Queen of Cups. Okay. I'm going to get them all out before I do get a bit, you know. What's crossing this energy? Page of Coins. What's crowning? The Hanged Man. What's in the way? Judgment. Where's this coming from? Thank you. Page of Wands. Where's this going? I just heard another song that's coming through. Someone, is it Brennan? I Need a Little Love. Just like you, back to you, 'cause I need it. And then the devil. A little bit of love. Yeah, that fella. Who's that? Is it Brennan? Someone? I don't know. Where's this going? The devil. Okay. Excuse me. Okie doke. Let's bring you down. Okay. What I feel, so your center energy, whoever you are, or this could be someone around you, right, is the Queen of Cups, which is, it's a mothering, nurturing, very loving kind of energy, okay? It's a very feminine energy. You could be trying to embody that a lot more, right? So the highest frequency of all is love. Unconditional love for yourself is very important always, okay? You could be Page of Coins. It's like it's a newer kind of energy. So you might be bringing something new into your life that needs that nurturing, that time, that attention, and that energy from you. Okay, I feel like it's a creation that you need to pour love into. I heard you might have let something fall to the wayside for a little while, but I feel like Spirit is urging you to kind of get back into it or pick it back up. Okay, I just heard pick back up the pencil. I don't know if that's metaphorically or physically. Pick back up the pencil. Pick up the pencil. And Use it to your advantage. Okay. What's crowning you is the Hanged Man. You might need to see something from a different perspective. Whatever that could be in your life. She's like she's hanging upside down, right? But she's got like her hands are in the shape of a heart. Okay, so maybe maybe you got to see something from a different perspective through the lens, through the eyes of love. Okay, and it doesn't have to be like a romantic kind of partnership either. It can just be love of your creativity, love of your hobbies, your talents, and your work. But I feel like excuse me, what? There is something that needs your attention. And the way you've been looking at it hasn't been the right kind of way, right? Hangman is also like, I don't know if I mentioned this, like surrendering, but it's like, it can be a self-imposed hanged man position, right? And I feel like, so usually, okay, with the hangman, it's a major arcana, right? Which is, it's the energies from the universe. It's most of the time you don't have a say with the majors, but I feel like with this, it's a self-imposed hangman. You got to turn yourself upside down and inside out to kind of get a different feel of it. Okay, try and get a bit more when we clarify. Where's this going? Sorry, what's in the way? Judgment. All right. I feel like judgment's been coming out a lot lately in these readings. You got to make a judgment call on something. And maybe it is that different perspective, like if you're not getting the answers or the movement that you want the way that you're doing it, well, then it needs to be relooked at, right? I'm actually hearing the quote that's up at one of the places I train at. It's if it's not working out the first time, if it's not working out, I kind of, fuck, what is it? Something like, if it's not working out the first time, try doing it the way the trainer told you in the first place, or something like that. But I feel like you got to get a bit of a deeper, you got to get yourself into a deeper kind of meditation. Not even deeper, but if you don't practice meditation, I highly recommend you sit down with yourself, ask that question, be patient, and wait for the answers to come. Okay, more often than not, the answers they're right there. They're bubbling at the surface, but we're not patient enough to sit there and wait for it to come. We'll be like, oh well, fucking nothing's coming through. Excuse me, what's the point, right? But when you sit down and just allow that, oh my gosh, allow that space and time for yourself, just wait and see what comes through. Where's this coming from? Page of Wands, which is that creative expression, right? It's that new, it's the beginning stages of something. It's like something has piqued your interest and you want to get deeper into it. where's this going? The devil. Sorry guys, I feel like I'm not really getting a lot from the surface level at the moment. The devil. Now don't freak out, okay? And that's interesting too, because I saw it's a fiery snake, right? On my way home from boxing the other night, it was like 9:30 at night, and down where I live there's like a one-way bridge, and coming down this little slope, and then there's just this massive fucking snake crossing the bridge. I like put my brakes on, put my hazard lights on in the middle of this one-way fucking bridge, waiting for the snake to cross, because I'm just like, there's no way I'm gonna run this beautiful snake over. No fucking way. And I was patient a little bit. I'm just like, come on, mate, come on, like get fucking moving, but waiting for it to cross, right? So I feel like snakes could be significant for someone as well. But the devil card, it isn't necessarily, I don't feel it's bad in this kind of aspect. I feel like, so the devil card can be very materialistic, toxic, fucking addictions, lustful, all that kind of shit. But it's also, I feel like in this sense, something that you're working on or giving love to will actually bring you that materialistic abundance. Does that make sense? Like it can actually be for your advantage. Maybe there's a hobby or a business idea, creation, whatever it is, job that you're working on, that maybe needs a bit of fine tuning and seeing it from a different perspective. Giving that love and that nurture, your time, energy, and attention to it, which will bring you that that materialistic wealth, right? Excuse me, what is happening? Okay, we're going to go deeper. That's not supposed to be in there. Justice. Look, it's a completely different deck. Justice. Okay, I feel like that's important. That's bizarre. They're not even close together either. I feel like that is important though, that it will bring some kind of justice to you. I feel like there is, or there could be something that is, see, the Queen of Cups, she's underwater, right? I feel like there's something or someone or whatever that needs to come to the surface, okay? So she's submerged, but I feel while looking at it, it's just something needs to come to the surface. That's all I'm getting, okay? I'm also feeling very guarded. There's like a protective energy around what it is that you're creating, or I just heard who you're connecting with. That could be in business relationships, friendships, soul tribes, lovers, family members. There's a protective energy around it, okay? I just heard Archangel Michael come through as well, so you guys could work closely with him. He could work closely with you. Archangel Michael is the angel of protection, okay? Okay, but I see back to the Queen of Cups. See how she's got that cup in her hand, right? She's got one hand, is it on that way? She's got one hand on top of it, okay? It's almost like she's, you know how we talk about we're not accepting any fucking backwashy cups. I feel like she's protecting that. She doesn't want any backwash in her big cup of love, okay? All right, let's clarify the Queen of Cups. We got the Death card, Scorpio energy, and then the Five of Pentacles. Okay, what I feel with this, and this probably won't resonate with everyone, but I feel this part in a love partnership connection kind of situation, I feel like maybe you have tried to give your cup to someone and you were left out in the cold, right? You were I'm hearing paucity, which is like a poverty kind of mindset as well, but it led to death. So a connection could have ended. That could have been any kind of connection as well. It doesn't have to just be love. It could be business, whatnot. But I feel like that's not stopping you either. Like even if it's with your creation, okay. So I'm getting like you could have poured all of your time, love, and attention into this situation, this connection, this business idea, this hobby, whatever it is. And I feel like you weren't getting what you put into it. You weren't getting that in return. It was kind of like, I'm hearing like a bad investment, or you haven't seen the harvest from it yet. But that's okay, because I feel like that needed to happen for you to see things from a different perspective, right? To kind of hold what is near and dear to you, close to your heart, right? Covering that cup up. But you won't, it's like it's closing it out, so then it makes room for something new, something better to come through, okay? Let's clarify the Page of Coins on the table. Yeah, okay. So Page of Coins clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Okay. So I feel like with this, so like I mentioned with the harvesting, right? So the Seven of Pentacles, it's you putting all that effort into it. There's 7 pentacles here, but only one is ready to harvest, right? So you've got to make the decision, right? Am I gonna keep going with this, knowing that I've only got one fruit pentacle that's ready to harvest, or shall I just chop the tree down and build elsewhere, sow my seeds elsewhere, give my love elsewhere, right? It's knowing, it's trying to identify which seeds, which fruit is actually going to be beneficial for you in the long run, or which is basically I'm seeing like the poison apple in my head and kind of just ruining the rest of your harvest. Okay, so don't be afraid to kind of throw it all away, right? Because then you have that opportunity to build elsewhere, to create elsewhere, to love elsewhere. Okay, and then the Eight of Wands, it's communication, it's travel across water as well. I could get one more on that. Eight of Wands. Can we get one more? Three of Cups. Yeah, so look, there's more harvest, like there's pumpkins and stuff down the bottom. So I feel like if you do plan to go elsewhere or do something else, you will. Three of Cups is celebrations, okay? It's getting with your friends, your colleagues, all that kind of shit, and celebrating your work. I'm just, when I picture, so all I'm hearing when I see this is success. Like, you know, you're toasting to success, okay? So that's a good sign. I feel like that's a good sign. Okay, Hanged Man. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. So you go from the 7 to the 8 of Pentacles. It's got to be about your craft or your work or something. You're trying to master something. You're trying to I feel like you are trying to co-create with the universe, right? But you might be struggling to bring that into fruition. You could be struggling with the should I stay, should I go, should I sell, should I buy? Well, okay, that could be something. Should I sell or should I buy? But I feel like you're trying to build something from the ground up, okay? But you probably do need that perception shift. Chariot and Temperance. Excuse me. Chariot, that's, yeah, and then Temperance. Whatever it is you're thinking about doing or going towards, it is I heard it is the right way. You've got the Chariot, which is divine motion, okay? Temperance. See how the look at the Temperance card and then look at the Patience card, right? So they're both angels. I don't know if you can see that properly, but both angels of patience, okay? I'm also hearing you could have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Make sure you're firm in your decision before you take that next step. You know, we can, but you've got to be 100% committed and trusting of your decision, okay? You can't, I know it's easier said than done. Holy shit. I don't know if you can see the flowers on there, but they're daffodils. Can you see that? Wow. That's pretty fucking cool. Anyway, be secure in your decision, okay? If you want to go this way, if you want to go that way, don't do the whole, oh, maybe blah, 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 or oh, what if blah, blah, blah. No, you got to be like, either I'm doing it or I'm not, okay? I feel like that's very emphasized in that. I'm hearing connecting with your emotions, right? So embody that feminine energy and tap into those emotions. There's a time to be logical, right? Which is great, but then there's a time to think emotionally, and not over dramatic and all that kind of shit, but connect with your heart space. Is like, what is my heart calling out for? What is my heart yearning for? Making a decision from the heart. So for example, think of a job opportunity, right? So in one hand, you've got a stable job. There's a paycheck every week or every fortnight. You get the hours that you need. Your bills are paid on time, but it's boring as fuck. And you wake up every day and you're just like, ugh, like what the fuck? But then there's a job over here You may not get as much hours. You know, the pay might be a bit less. You don't know when you'll get a shift or whatnot, but it's like fulfilling to your day. Like you wake up and you go, fuck, I can't wait to go to work. You know, I can't wait to see what the day has in store for me. Obviously you got to weigh up the pros and cons, but what I'm trying to get at is that what will bring you the most fulfillment. Okay. And I know a lot, like there's some people out there that will be like, well, stable job and income, that'll bring me fulfillment. But as the months go by, as the years go by, you're still in the same place doing the same thing. You go home and you're just like, it's just another day, right? I don't know if that kind of made sense in this comparison, but what I'm trying to get at is that sometimes you need to think with your heart, not just with your mind, because your mind and your heart will play. It's like good cop, bad cop, right? There's some days that you do need to be logical where your heart will be like, no, please. And then, but your mind's just like, no, like this is time to be logical. But then there's times that you got to think with your emotions, okay? Think with your heart. No, actually the goddess of the moon, that the moon rules the emotions, right? The moon rules the water. We are made up of fucking, what, 90 something % of water. And I'm just seeing the ebbs and flows, like the waves of the ocean, okay? It's like now I'm hearing like you need to get yourself into high tide, or like, you know, bring it all in and then release it, okay? I hope this makes sense for somebody, because I am confused. Let's clarify judgment. High priestess. Okay, so there's someone you could feel like your intuition is being blocked, okay? It's another major. And then the moon again, right? Okay, so I'm going to get another one. That's 3 majors in the blockage, guys. Okay, this is interesting. The King and the Queen of Pentacles came out together. That's Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The moon sign, Pisces. Okay, there's something hidden, right? There's something okay, so this could be many different things. King of Pentacles, he's a very well-established, grounded, fertile, like materialistically inclined person, right? Masculine energy. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is obviously, it's the counterpart. It's the match, right? That's like the wife, the homemaker, that kind of jazz. So there could be a situation, you could be in a situation, you could be married, you could be in a partnership, and maybe something's not meshing well together. Maybe your intuition is off. You don't know which way to go. Okay, so all these 4 cards are clarifying the judgment. So I feel like someone is not using their discernment, or you're not using your discernment. You can't see. I'm hearing you can't see in the dark, but the light always illuminates the truth, right? When you get a particular moon in a particular sign, I don't know, fucking, there's a lot, but you know how bright it is. Like the moon provides the light, right? You go outside and you can still see. I know that back in the day, some of the cultures or spiritual people or whatever, they would work under the moon, right? They would still be able to get their work done. They would still be able to sow their seeds under the moon because of the light it provided. And I feel like there's clarity coming, but something is out of alignment. Something is off. It's off balanced, okay? Maybe this King and Queen of Pentacles, if that's you and a partner, etc. Okay, this isn't going to be for everybody, so please just leave it if it's not, but I heard it's time to call it quits. But this could also be in a sense of a business partnership as well. Maybe you guys aren't meshing well together. Maybe the business isn't going as well as what you thought it would. But I keep wanting to emphasize your intuition and that meditation. Like there's something you're not seeing or something they're not seeing. I'm going to get one more on this lot, guys. One more in Judgment. Oh, shit. And then the Hierophant. What? Okay, so this could be... And then the Eight of Cups. Okay, this could be a marriage or a high-level commitment or a contract. It could be fucking anything, right? But Eight of Cups, walking away, right? There's nothing left in these 8 cups. You're just like, fuck it, I've had a gutful. I'm off, right? And like I said, that could be anything. That's so trippy. So you got the King and Queen of Pentacles, right, which are a pair, and I also see the High Priestess and the Hierophant as a couple as well. It's a very high vibing, energetic, powerful, spiritual couple, right? The Hierophant, he's a teacher. He's very knowledgeable. He's very wise. He's very I'm hearing he plays an integral role in the spiritual realms, right? And then the intuition, the High Priestess, is that feminine intuition card. So it's like logic, emotion, logic, heart, mind, heart. Do you know what I mean? Okay, you know how earlier I said that sometimes you got to go from... Okay, this is interesting. When I said you got to see, you got to, oh gosh, you got to make choices from the heart. I feel like that, well, obviously that is true, but then when I said there are times you need to use your logic over your heart, right? So that's probably why I've been feeling really it's been a struggle for me to get this message out. It's been a struggle for me to kind of see things clearly and tap into it. I feel like that's the main fucking energy of the reading, right? Okay, well, we're moving on now. Well, that part made sense. Like, no wonder why it's been struggle, like all this moon energy and illusions. And okay, Page of Wands, let's go. Two of Pentacles, yeah. Juggling, look, and in the background, look at the waves, the up and down of the waves, yeah, the ebbs and flows of the ocean. There's a boat and he's having a fucking roller coaster. He's just like, whoa, like, He's getting fucking seasick because he keeps, or she, or you, or whatever, keeps going back and forth, back and forth. See that infinity symbol and the 2 pentacles juggling? I really feel like someone is just struggling with that head, heart, like, what the fuck do I do, right? And that's why the intuition is blocked, because you're not... I don't. I'm hearing you don't want to make the wrong choice. But if things aren't... Things shouldn't have to be forced, okay? Whether that be in any aspect of your life, it shouldn't have to feel forced. You shouldn't feel... I heard unnecessary pressure, okay? So what is it that will bring you more peace? And if you don't know the answer to that, well, then I suggest you sit down and meditate, or journal, or ask your guides for assistance, or ask for messages in your dreams. I know I've been having some really fucking trippy dreams lately. Really trippy. But it's that infinite loop that you will keep going round and round in if you don't okay, I heard if you don't have the confidence to do what needs to be done. Okay. Someone could be pregnant or have had a baby. That was random, but the Page of Wands is like can be like a birth as well. And it could be the birth of something new. It could actually be the birth of a little baby. That's cute. Congrats guys, if you are pregnant, or if you had a baby. Congratulations. Okay, let's clarify the devil. Now we got the 10 of Wands. And then Judgment again. Okay, so, okay. I feel like I say okay a lot. Okay, so I feel like, so this Devil card, okay, maybe it wasn't, I mean, it could have been what I said earlier about, you know, your creations giving you that material gain. But I feel like in this sense, after we got that little bit deeper, we're finally seeing things clearly. I'm seeing things from a different perspective. 10 of Wands, it's putting down those burdens, right? See, old mate, he can't see what the fuck he's doing. He's got all of these wands to carry. I feel like some of them aren't even his or like yours, like, you know what I mean? Just reading from the card. But if he just puts the fucking sticks down, he's back at the Ace of Wands, which is brand new, fiery, passionate beginning, right? It's the new beginning handed by God, right? Or the universe, source, whoever you resonate with. But see how he's hunched over, like, oh, you probably got a sore fucking back or something from carrying all this shit. So make that decision, put it down, and then start again. Okay, it's not, I just heard you've learned or you've needed to learn. Okay, and with the Devil, it's clarifying the Devil. So I feel like it's something that has been either you've been attached to for too long, or someone else around you has been attached to for too long, and now it's time to make that judgment call. Okay, it's time to put it down. It's time to give them back their baggage. I heard, you know, you've got your own, you just got your carry-on. You got your carry-on. You don't need a whole fucking plane full of baggage. Okay. I do want to get another one on that though. The Tower. Yep. Yep. Look, you're jumping ship. Someone's got to jump ship. Okay. You will. I heard this is a forced tower. It's not. It's not. Okay. If you refuse to make the decision, the universe will make that decision for you. It will, if something hasn't been built on solid ground, on a stable foundation, all that time, all those years, that time, attention and energy that you poured into it, if it's not sustainable, if it's not healthy, if it's not for your highest good, the universe, God, I like to say, like God will come and just fucking, he will wash that fucking shit away. Okay, he will make things so extremely hard and uncomfortable, because when you're uncomfortable, that means it's an internal signal for you to get going, it's to get moving, it's to take a deeper look and be like, why am I so uncomfortable, or why am I struggling with making a decision? It's because I heard, okay, so I'm hearing it's like you know what you need to do, but you don't want to do it. It's much better if you make that decision, because we have free will, right? But if you make the decision to stay with whatever situation it is, God will make it so fucking uncomfortable for you that you have no choice but to leave. Okay, I've been in that situation myself, right? And it just, your body will tell you, you feel nauseous, you feel just out of sorts, you just, it's the whole feeling of feeling uncomfortable, right? Until you do what you're meant to do, and then it just, the release, the baggage is gone, okay? The burden is down, the weight's been lifted, and you won't feel that relief, you won't feel that lightness until it is done, okay? And then you've got the Seven of Wands, which is, it's that resilience, but it's fighting. I'm seeing with the hostilities as well, right? So swords up, like guarding yourself, guarding your future, guarding your loved ones, all that kind of stuff. So old mate, he's up on a hill, see all these other people. I'm hearing, I've got the picture of Shrek in my head right now. You know, when like he's, I think it's in like Shrek 1, and how like there's all the like the village people, and they're going on like an ogre hunt, and they've got all these fucking torches and pitchforks and whatnot, but Shrek's just like, fucking leave me be, like I'm here, I'm not disturbing anyone, like that whole outcasty thing, right? And it's just like the village people are just like, attack, but it's the resilience, it's the right, no, like I'll fucking stand my ground, like do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I'm trying to put across. It's like the last man standing, right? You know how Shrek does his little fucking roar, and then next minute everyone's fucked off because they're just like, oh shit, you know? Does that make sense, guys? But what I'm hearing is stand up and fight. Okay, I'm going to get one more on the devil card, and then we're going to get an oracle, okay? To close it out. Thank you. Four of Swords, yeah. So after all this bullshit, guys, it's time for rest, okay? It's time to just chill out, just have a nap, relax, rejuvenation, okay? Rest, relaxation, rejuvenation. After we go through these kind of like tumultuous episodes, the universe will grant us that time to rest, okay? Things will go a lot more smoothly. Well, I mean, speaking from experience, I'm not too sure about you guys, but there will be a rest period. I'm hearing like a grieving period too, like grieving that past cycle, or grieving that connection, or grieving that old place, like, or that old you as well, okay? Because God will make us uncomfortable with ourselves if we are not, okay, I heard behaving, but if we are not embodying our higher self and trying to get to our purpose, right? I know it may not seem like it, but I feel like you need to thank the experience that you've had as well. Be grateful for that experience. I know that sounds fucking stupid because of whatever you're going through or whatever you have been through. You know, I've kind of been through situations where I'm just like, there was no fucking need for that, basically. But there was. At the end of the day, there was, and I'm grateful for those things that I have been through or things that have happened because I learned from it, like a lot about myself first and foremost, and then it's because it kind of triggers those shadow aspects of yourself that you can start to work through. You know, it triggers past traumas that haven't been addressed or healed, all that kind of thing, right? So being grateful for the lessons that we have learned in those not so good situations will like just gratitude will get you so far. Okay, I wholeheartedly believe that, even if it's not so nice, guys. At the end of the day, it served a purpose for us. Okay, right, I'm gonna leave the tarot reading there, guys. That took a while to get into. My apologies for that. If you made it this far, thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys. We're going to get a couple of these cards to finish off. Don't mind me and my little sore hand. Take my strong hand. All right, calm down, guys. Fuck. It's not that funny. I can't even shuffle. It hurt. Okay, we're not going to bother. We're just going to... All right. To close this reading off, please, Spirit guys, what does the collective need to know? Thank you. Okay. Sorry, I got an itchy eye. 8, courage. Vikings in the New World. See that boat again, guys, in the water, right? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Courage, having that courage to sail the stormy, having courage to sail the stormy seas, okay? And that can be the stormy seas within, because that can be very fucking turbulent and you will get seasick, maybe. But having the courage to overcome that and just know that after the rain, the sun will come out, okay? And then we got 24, light, angelic realm, the angelic realm. Yeah, right, when you got angels all around you, right, with the patience and the temperance as well. Archangel Michael, I feel still very heavy coming through. 2, activation, humans discovering fire in Africa. I feel a lot with this card. It's discovering, I'm hearing like discovering the fire within you. Sometimes you won't, if your intuition is blocked, your creativity will be blocked as well. So once that gets cleared out, it's like you discover this newfound passion, right? Passion for life, passion for yourself, passion for connections, of hobbies, all that kind of thing. And I'm going back to the Paradise song that I channeled earlier with the being in the wilderness, not knowing which way to go. You know, you don't know where you're going, but I feel like so the information will come to you as you take that step, okay? If you have that courage to take that first step, to do what you need to do, the universe will catch you. God will catch you, okay? That's I see that as your reward for doing what needed to be done in a way. And I know that can be so hard and heartbreaking and sad and sorrowful. But it's wait until you see what comes next, okay? Wait until you see the reward for doing what it is you needed to do. And then we got 14, flow, the River Nile in Egypt. Flow, let it flow. Let life flow, okay? Don't be so... I heard don't be so uptight. Let it flow. Let it flow like the ebbs and flows of the ocean, right? The ins and the outs. Tap into your heart space as well. Don't be afraid to tap into your heart space. You're not weak for feeling. You're not weak for being vulnerable, okay? Find that safe space if you have a safe person to talk to. Having someone or a safe space or a safe group it's not judgmental, it's safe. You're free to talk openly without the fear of like ridicule and judgment, okay? Having that support network to help you through it, whatever this is, okay? I was going to end this here, but I heard get ancestors and angels, so we haven't used them in a while. There could be something important that wants to come out there, guys, okay? Sorry, it's over an hour again. I don't know where the time goes when I'm here, guys. We're just going to get one, okay? One more shuffle. All right. All right, Spirit guys, what else do you want the collective to know? There you go. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Right, and I'm getting like the Africa here as well. Okay, so maybe you've got ancestors or parents or something or fucking whatever that you've seen the patterns and everything, like the generational fucking, what do you call it, chains, okay? Maybe you're supposed to be the one that breaks those patterns, okay? God, there's so much energy in this card, it's insane. There's a snake again. I just heard get back to your roots, okay? Get back to your ancestral roots, but don't take on the burdens of them, okay? When we it's trying to acknowledge or trying to recognize those patterns that our ancestors went through and how it has been passed down, and trying to break away from that, okay? Make sure you thank your ancestors and your elders as well, because it is they who paved the way for us to live the life that we can today. Excuse me. I heard they're rooting for you. So, all right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this resonated for you. If it didn't, well, that's okay. There's always the next one, okay? All right, guys, I will see you all on my next